Hello, my name is Nassim Hassan, and today I'm going to be talking about the company Apple, and I'm just going to be basically describing its industry and main operations, and we're going to look at some negatives within the market right now that we're going to take a look at and see using Porter's five forces. We're going to explain how these are a threat in the industry right now. So basically, Apple is just a technology company that we all know as software and digital service industry. Here, let me go to the next slide. So as I was saying, Apple is an electronics company. They have softwares and it's a digital service industry, big market, big with technology, how it is in this day and age. Basically, they just design and sell hardware products such as the iPhone, the iPad, Apple Watch, things we all know, the Mac, laptops. A lot of those college students using them, such as myself. And they also have streaming services, which is like Apple Music, Apple TV, and whatnot. So using Porter Five's forces, which is basically a strategic analysis of looking at the company and evaluating it, and there's like a couple key things that they're looking for, such as like rivalry among existing competitors and the threat of new entrants, which we are going to be discussing here. And so like basically just like other companies with wearable technology, I know there's like the Fitbit and there's other brands other than the Apple Watch, and they're creating like more niche kind of like just product, so some people are buying them and then they're losing their sales, which can result in reduced growth opportunities. So it's like a very niche market. There's only like so much you could do with like wearable technology, but yeah, this could result in the company losing money, and that's not what we want. So a second threat to this kind of Porter's laws would be alternatives. There's a lot of alternatives out there on the market. You got some big ones are Android and Microsoft. They have a bunch of different products like the Galaxy phones and the Galaxy watches. They all have watches, and the Microsoft has their laptop and their processors and Office, like which we run everything on our school by. So they're similar. There's like it's a niche market, so it's very similar products. So some people might prefer other companies like with different features. I know some people prefer Android over Apple, but yeah, it creates that market where like you're gonna lose out because they just like it. That's preference for people. So there might be similar better features like such as larger displays or flexible pricing, but this would apply price pressure to Apple's like company for their money, and it would just result in a customer loss. So going again based on these forces, on the last one would be like supply issue. So Apple basically runs everything through this TSMC, which is the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, and it's the world's largest independent semiconductor foundry and a critical supplier for Apple. And Foxconn is another company that assists them with the software. So this creates a very like high demand for these places, and if something happens in Taiwan at this manufacturing company, that's slowing down the supply of like chips and processors that are required for these type of devices. That creates delay, increased costs, and just results in like reduced margin. You're just losing money basically. So yeah, thank you for listening.